So I'm the Professor of Electronic Music at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama, looking after obviously electronic music and music technology. And we run a principal study course for musicians purely specialising in electronic music. The first sort of 40 years of electronic music was a performance-based thing before it became a more studio-based discipline. And what's exciting now, I think, is seeing that the electronic musicians are beginning more and more to take their music out of the studio and onto the stage. And this, I think, is the first time an entirely new approach to controlling that on stage in an expressive way has really been developed. Whether you're a composer, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a performer, being able to communicate, being able to express something from within to other people, being able to affect other people, I think that's what's common. First and foremost, defining it as a unique interface between electronic sound and performance. Well, John gave me an email, I think, saying that there was a new instrument, would I like to see it, and certainly there was an interesting potential there with the development of the keys and the expressive capability of those keys to interact with electronic software. There's nothing quite like the Eigenharp that you can look at historically. There are some parallels that you can draw. So you could say it has elements of a controller, a MIDI controller to it. You could say it has elements of being a new electronic musical instrument, comparable to something like the Ons Martineau or the theremin from decades ago. But I think you could draw a parallel to a guitar in that it can be seen as something very easy to learn within a week. You could produce a very simple song, having learnt a few chords. But at another extreme, you can spend decades becoming incredibly virtuosic with it and incredibly expressive. With the sound of the Eigenharp being completely unlimited, then that opens a door of expression that conventional instruments, that door is closed for conventional instruments. What I try to do here is provide an environment for students to experiment, for students to develop, and I think that's what's been most successful about what we do at the Guildhall, is giving the students a space to pursue their own creative impulses. And so what I find most rewarding and most enjoyable is seeing how they come in and where they end up going. I would say there's a 50-50 mix between students that stay in the studio and students that want to get out of the studio and onto the stage. And what combines them is the limitless possibility of electronic sound. The thing that's interested me most about the Eigenharp is its immense creative potential. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think your motto, or almost one of the catchphrases, is to create the most expressive electronic musical instrument. Potentially, I don't think you need to restrict that to the word electronic. I think potentially the Eigenharp has the potential of being the most expressive musical instrument, full stop.